I just bought this thing for 2,000 bucks. We put a new carburetor on it. Now we're gonna drive to Bonneville.
What's up, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of HRK Vlogs. In this episode, we continue to put together my 1957 F100 to get it ready to drive to the Bonneville Salt Flats here in just a couple days. Today is currently Sunday. I'm out in the shop alone right now, and as you can see, I'm completely covered in buffing compound, and I'll go show you why. So these are the valve covers that came off of my F100 engine. They're aluminum and really cool looking valve covers, but as you can see, they're very dirty and very dull looking, and I have gotten them to look like this. So still a little bit more that I need to get done to them, but as you can see, pretty substantial difference. So I still have to get this inside part. This is made to be kind of a rougher cast kind of finish in there, but the fins on the outside and on the sides are supposed to be polished, and it's kind of hard to get in there, so I'm working on that still. I still have this whole one to do. We'll move over here to my engine that we are doing the Craigslist rebuild on. If you remember from the last episode, Pat had taken the water pump apart and was fixing that. He got all that done, got it mounted on there, and then I masked this all up, and then we just did some rattle can Ford engine blue paint, which is gonna be just good enough for now. It's gonna make it look better than it did before. Again, not something I would normally do to a customer car, but it's my own thing, so I'll do whatever I want. We have the transmission over here that is way more cleaned up than it was before. And then we can move over here. We've got the front axle that I just put a coat of black paint on. Might as well. We got it sandblasted. And then over here, I think we talked about last time the shackles. I got the front figured out, but then we were still trying to figure out the rear bushing. And so I got this made right here. I went to the local farm guy down the road, and he made some bushings for me, and they look really good. Here's one of the bolts for it. It's a nice tight fit, so that should be able to at least get us down the road enough to be able to make it to Bonneville. Break down. We know we have a really bad exhaust leak. We can smell it in here, and we also think we might need to do a new cap, rotor, points and condenser, some timing stuff, but other than that, it's gonna make it. Okay, so a little bit of an update. If we come in and look here, we have the front end all the way installed. There's a lot of work to get everything installed in there. Had some issues with the bushings. We got them all figured out. We got the motor all painted and installed. Pat installed the new intake. And then I called the tire shop and checked in on the tires, and we were either gonna bring it later today or early tomorrow morning. And there was a little bit of a snafu, and the tires never got ordered. So we do not have white walls to drive on to go to Bonneville. The tires that we have right now are way too shot. I could barely make it to the tire shop with the tires I have on right now. But my guy's really good, so he's gonna do right by us, and he's going to loan us just some normal black wall tires to be able to do the trip and help us out. So that way we'll still be able to go. I'm pretty disappointed that it won't be on the white walls like I want it to be. It'll be on a more modern radial tire, but we're still at least going to be able to go. So that's a big deal. So where we're at right now is we're going to move the truck around. We're going to pop it up onto 4 jack stands, take the tires off, and then we will run these tires into town, and we should have some fresh tires put on them by tomorrow morning.
Hey guys, so you saw the little test drive that we did. Didn't go all that amazingly. So we got it back in the shop, got it up on the lift. We're fixing a few items on it. Right here, Noah's actually working on the fuel tank. We're plumbing in a new filler neck because the one that it had was just destroyed and leaking all over the place. can't make it too far with no fuel. So that's kind of what's going on in the back. We got to get the brake lights working. That's the next step, but we're trying to make it hold fuel first. In the front, we have had some minor problems with the exhaust manifold. When we got it, it had a huge crack in it between the number 2 and 3 cylinders. It's a common problem on these little 200s. So I spent a couple hours here with the extractors, and that didn't go well. So we ended up just drilling and tapping these holes out to where we kind of needed them. I'm going to surface prep this here and get, we have a set of hooker headers that we're going to put on this that came with the car when I bought it, and a new exhaust pretty much the whole way back. So that's what we're working on right now. Once we get that kind of put on, we'll give you guys another update.
Okay, so like Ryan was saying, I'm working on the filler neck here. So it's leaking really bad out of the filler neck, and he was losing all of his fuel. So I saw this guy when I was down in there, and so we had already bought new filler neck hose. And so I was like, oh, well, I'll just cut this thing off here because we have new filler neck hose. Well, it turns out this whole entire thing is rubber, but it wasn't even put on there correctly because, as you can see, the RTV all over that thing. So Ryan's Mustang, he had this filler neck right here. So this thing is not made for it, but it's going to work. So what I'm working on right now, the bolt pattern for this is a little bit different. So I'm going to put this guy into there. I'm going to center punch where the holes need to be, re-drill the holes. So then we'll be able to put in our little sheet metal screws like that and hold this thing into place. Then from there, I have some of the filler neck hose that we bought so we can connect it down to the fuel tank.
Hey guys, we're T-minus 1 day till we leave. We've got the Falcon up on the lift. It's not
And
going.
Ryan decided to leak fuel everywhere.
Yeah. Well, Noah was working on the fuel tank. That's his department. So, anyways, we've got a ton of work to do on this car still. 1 day to get it done. And then Noah's truck is still in a lot of pieces. The tires just got sent down to the tire shop. And then there was a fire right next to it. So we won't get those back till the morning. We still have to pack. We still got to get everything prepped for Bonneville, all the coolers and the food, and get everything else that you do when you go on a week-long trip. So anyways, we're hammering down another late night at the shop.
All right, so an update, since we haven't given an update all day. It has been an absolute roller coaster of we're going to make it, we're not going to make it, we're going to make it, we're not going to make it. One of the things being that I don't even think we've said in the update, go back a little bit, Dad. Let's take a look at what we have on the truck right now. White wall tires. The exact white wall tires that we thought did not get ordered, but they did get ordered. Those got mounted today. We put those things on there. Then we start to work on the motor, and the water pump leaked. So we realized that we need to replace the water pump, which, like you'll remember from the previous time that I said we should replace this, but we're not going to. If it was a customer car, we'd replace it, but we're just going to send it. We shouldn't have sent it. We needed to replace the water pump. So we sent Dad to Napa. He got a new water pump. Pat took the whole thing apart, put the new water pump on there. Then we start filling it up with even more coolant, and then our water jacket leaks because what happened was the thermostat popped down, and so it created a little bit of a separation there. So then we took that out, reinstalled the thermostat with a new gasket. Then we had some issues with more coolant leaking here, and it turns out that we just had a couple loose bolts over there. We tightened those, then we got that done.
And then we just checked our timing, set everything to top dead center, reset all of the spark plug wires and the distributor. Everything's all right. It just started up and fired just a little bit ago.
Before that, then we did all that fixed.
Before that.
Then we knew it was running because it would run, but then it would stay running because my switch was messed up and it was a bum switch. So we got another new switch put in there. It is currently, what time is it, 8 o'clock at night?
Oh God, I don't know. 7:40.
7:40. And we're still going. Ryan is under the truck right now, hooking up the drive line. I'm about to put some ATF in this thing. and we are about to try and start this and see if we can make it move under its own power. We have adjusted our schedule quite a bit. We were going to leave at 5 a.m. We are not leaving at 5 a.m. tomorrow. The current plan is we're going to meet here at 7 a.m. tomorrow. We're going to get everything else buttoned up, finish packing everything that we're going to need, and we're going to leave whenever we leave. But as of right now, we should have a running and driving truck, hopefully. We're about to find out once I put some ATF in this. Well, it's billowing smoke into the cab.
Whoa, what's going on?
We got some problems.
And everything all over the brake fluid and everything on the cloud. Whoa.
Well, Noah, did you figure out your smoking problem?
You look like Charlie Brown coming in.
Coming in, billowing in the cab. That's why I'm like, turn around, go back. And I saw it all over the...
I think we got a leak.
Okay, so it's the next day. We did some more tinkering with it. Still have problems, but we're just gonna go for it. So worst case scenario, we have enclosed trailer that we can throw this thing in if something goes catastrophically wrong. It's about 9:30 right now.
9:15.
9:15, so we're gonna hit the road. I think we have everything we need, which means we definitely forgot something. But we will see you guys in the next video when you get to see all of our travels from here all the way to the Bonneville Salt Flats and everything we did while we were in Bonneville.